Here we have for sale our 2023 on a 23 plate Volkswagen Transporter. This is the T6.1, so the face-lifted 6th generation of Volkswagen Transporter. This is the T32, meaning it's got a 3.2 tonne gross vehicle weight. This one has got the 2 litre TDI Euro 6 diesel engine, and in this particular van producing 150 PS, roughly 150 brake horsepower, accompanied with a 6-speed manual gearbox. And this is the short wheelbase, what did start its life as a panel van, but has now gone through an extensive Kombi conversion. So what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Volkswagen Transporter Highline of this age. There's a number of factory optional extras to speak of on this particular van, and of course we'll talk you through the bits which have been added afterwards, so this absolutely stunning styling which you see around the vehicle, and also that Kombi conversion as well. So starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one is spec'd with a rear tailgate. So a panel van wouldn't as standard come with a tailgate like this, so it's really nice to see that this one was optioned in this way. Makes it really an ideal candidate for this type of conversion to be done. You can also see here that we have of course got rear glass, so that was part of the conversion, having the rear privacy glass put in the tailgate. And then we come on to some of the styling. So you can see we've got a lovely rear spoiler there. Further down, the vehicle has been debadged, so you'd usually have a Transporter sort of wording along there. That's been debadged, and the rear badge has been changed for a nice gloss black example. Underneath that, this brings us on to another factory extra then, and that is that this one has got a reversing camera. Lovely to see that on a premium van like this. I think it really is essential to have a reversing camera. And then down below then, one of the really sort of showpiece parts of the styling of this van, and that is the Leighton Vans LVR rear bumper. So this isn't some diffuser which has been stuck on, this is an entire rear bumper replacement. And I've got to be honest, I really think that on the back of a van, especially a pure grey van like this, which is the name of the colour, I think that's about as good as a rear end of a van can look. I just think it's absolutely stunning. I really like the little details, so there's a bit more sort of styling here to the coloured part of the bumper, and then underneath that then you've got this lovely gloss black lip which carries round into the diffuser. They've got the little exhaust tips on there as well, and they've even subtly got Leighton written on top of those exhaust tips. They don't actually, you know, they're not actually plumbed in, those exhaust tips, but as I say, it really does add to the presence and style of the rear of the van. Absolutely gorgeous from the back, I think. If we open up the tailgate then, we can start to have a look inside the rear of the vehicle. So we can see here, as I say, hopefully when the camera will focus, but this one has, as I say, had this really thorough Kombi conversion, and in the back that includes full carpet lining with a beautiful suede head lining, multiple LED spotlights in the back as well, but as you can see here, giving you a much more luxurious and car-like feel in the back with the carpet lining. There is some insulation behind there also. On the floor then, we've got the proper VW rubber soft touch Kombi flooring with plenty of tie down points there in the back. Inside the rear tailgate then, we've also got carpet lining inside there as well. We'll come around to a bit more of the Kombi conversion in just a second when we go around to the other side. Moving then down the driver's side of the vehicle, so this vehicle has been lowered by 40mm on 40 millimeter lowering springs, and that just really adds to the stance of the vehicle, and that has been accompanied then with my personal favourite alloy wheel for a Volkswagen Transporter, and that is the Momo Revenge 20-inch alloy wheel. And in this particular van, this one has got the satin grey finish. I just think that sets it off so nicely, as I say, especially with the lowering as well. It just helps the wheels to sit in the arch much nicer. It doesn't really take away from the practicality of the van, it still drives absolutely spot on. You can also see then that we've got the trapezoid black sidebars, and we've also got then a set of black roof bars. The glass which has been put in this is the new camper glass flush sliding window, and I think this is an absolute game changer for this type of conversion, because I've got to be honest with you, unless you really know what you're looking for, you are going to be hard pushed to tell that is not a factory Kombi with the addition, as I say, of this flush sliding glass. Normally speaking, this glass, the opening part, is slightly recessed, and that's one of the sort of immediate giveaways that the glass has been added afterwards. But that is sort of as close really as you're going to get to a factory look. I think it really is a game changer for this type of work. Opening up the driver's door then, we can start to have a look inside here, and you can see the modifications have not stopped there. So we can also see then that this van has been treated to a fantastic full leather interior. So we've got a full black leather interior with this lovely light, like a light grey diamond double stitch throughout the inserts, just absolutely lovely. And when you come into the vehicle as well, having the leather interior, it just gives you that fantastic leather smell as well when you open the door. But that really does, again, give you much more of a sort of luxurious car-like feel inside the van. And again, all absolutely brand new in there. Let's talk about a bit more about some of the spec that you get inside here. It's pointless me sort of talking through condition because the van is brand new. But you've got electric windows, electric heated folding mirrors. So that's a nice little touch just there. So you can fold the mirrors up just by turning it to that position just there. Inside then here we've got auto activated lights and wipers. Of course you've got two full remote flip keys with the vehicle. On the steering wheel then we've got the leather flat bottom multifunctioning steering wheel. This comes as standard on these vans, which I think is so nice. On the left hand side then you've got your adaptive cruise control settings just there, and your volume for the radio, and then your onboard computer controls on the right hand side. Only 52 miles have been covered in this van, so it really is as good as new. 6-speed manual gearbox, as I mentioned, to go along with that 150 brake horsepower engine. And that is absolutely crucial because the lower brake horsepower ones, such as the 110, you'll only get a 5-speed gearbox. So it's very nice to see that. Air conditioning comes as standard on the Highline model, but this one is also spec'd with a factory optional extra of heated seats. So very nice to see that. And heated windscreen comes as standard as well. Just down here then, I've got my phone plugged into the USB-C, and there's a 12-volt port just there, because on these you also get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto completely as standard. So absolute game changer. It gives you things like Apple Maps. You can listen to your music or podcasts all through the screen as you would on your phone. I really need to stop saying game changer, but there is a lot to be excited about on this particular van, so that's very nice to see. And when you put the vehicle into reverse, that's where your reversing camera will be displayed. Up on top of the dashboard then, it does come with the original leather wallet. Continue around the outside of the vehicle then, and moving around to the front, there's lots of styling elements here to speak of as well. So the first thing to note is everything has been changed to gloss black. So all the front grills, so this big upper front grille here, and these lower grills, including the number plate backing, all of that has been replaced with gloss black elements, which just contrasts so nicely against the pure grey. And then underneath then at the very bottom we've got another product from Leighton Vans. That is their LVS front splitter, which I just think sets the vehicle off so nicely. Almost gives it quite an OEM styling look, like almost like a manufacturer's sporty look. I think it just sets the van off very well. And then finally another optional extra here to speak of, and that is that this one has got the xenon headlights with the LED daytime running light. And I often say to customers, if I was going to spec a brand new Transporter myself, that would be the first option I would be checking, because if you've ever lived with a van, Volkswagen Transporter with standard headlights, they're not the greatest, but these are, I'm not going to say game changer, but they are very good. If we look down the passenger side then, just having a look at how all these elements tie in. So that little lip there on the edge of the LVS front splitter, the 20-inch wheels, the sidebars, the rear glass does look so good. If I open up the sliding door then, this gives you a look at the rear Volkswagen seats. So these are genuine VW seats, not out of a brand new van, but as I say, they are a genuine VW seat. They of course been completely leather upholstered, brand new leather upholstery, the same as the front seats as well. And this is the 2+1, so you can pick this up if you want to give you some access there into the rear of the van. And you have got ISOFIX on the bench there as well. So as I say, very nice to see that in the back of the van. As I say, you'd be really hard pushed to know that wasn't a factory Kombi. I say all carpet lining, opening windows, suede headlining. Looks absolutely stunning. So just to summarize this vehicle then, this is a 2023 on a 23 plate. So you've got, of course, the full balance of manufacturer's warranty left until the vehicle reaches 3 years old from its first registration date. T6.1, T32 again, which is another rare element to find as what would have been a panel van. So again, just makes it a perfect Kombi conversion. So 3.2 tons gross vehicle weight, 150 brake horsepower engines. You get that 6-speed manual gearbox, a lovely host of factory optional extras, including the LED daytime running lights with the bi-xenon headlights, reversing camera, heated seats, of course the tailgate, a fantastic Kombi conversion. Including the full leather upholstery, the carpet lining, the suede headlining, of course all the styling bits which have been been bought from Leighton vans, including the LVR rear bumper, the LVS front splitter, side bars, roof bars. We've got a nice set of 20-inch Momo alloy wheels, lowering the glass. It really is a very, very appealing package indeed. Here with us today at Bridgend Van Centre, ready to drive away today. Now, if you'd like to see the full advert, if you haven't seen it already, please head over to our website, which is listed there, bridgendvans.co.uk. That's where you'll find the price, the description and the photography of that vehicle. We will welcome inquiries on either of the numbers listed there, the bottom left of the sign. Of course, there's a number of ways you can contact us via the website as well. We can arrange finance at very competitive rates. We can also deliver our vans nationwide, which we do an awful lot of, and we can take cars or vans in part exchange as well. Thank you very much for watching.